Cowabunga time!
While you're here, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Continue the conversation over on the Discord. Also, check out the Comic Phanatic site for the latest in previews, reviews, news, and interviews, along with fun, unique features and daily updates. And don't forget to follow and like Comic Book Theater and Comic Phanatic on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Hey everyone out there in Turtle and Ranger Nation alike, welcome back to the Comic Book Theater. Jay here with another review. Today I'm going to be bringing you the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 review. Alright, let's get right on to the credits, and there's a lot of cover artists, so excuse me for not saying all their names. But it's written by Ryan Parrott, illustrated by Simone DiMeo, colors by Walla Baiamonte, with color assistance by Igor Amonte, and letters are by Ed Dukeshire, with a main cover by Dan Moore, and various artists are covering all the other variants. You'll see the page when it comes up, like right over here, and you can see that there, because I'm not going through all those names, especially with the names that they have. There are a lot of unpronounceable names for me. So let's get right into this. So we open up with a little saying about family, what family means to you, how, the people who you grew up with are some of the people who know you the best, because you grew up with them, right? And even if you grow apart and you don't talk for years, those people know you better than other people, because they knew you at a time when you were developing into the person you are. So that's what we're doing, and we see the scene where, it's like the sewers of the Turtles, Angel Grove Youth Center for the Rangers, Turtles, Rangers, and we see the weapons on there, like there are big battles happening in all these places. So it's pretty interesting the way that they set it up. It has me intrigued already from that. And then we see, the Rangers are battling Monster of the Week. They're talking about it. They call on the Power Blaster, which again, I love it when they do this stuff and they do it correctly. They call it in the right order, sequentially. It's in the right order: Power Axe, Power Bow, Power Daggers, Power Lance, Power Sword. So bravo for that. I love it when they do that. So it always is like, it's little key things like that that I really appreciate, because it shows that you pay attention to the show. It shows that they pay attention to the source material, even though it's not really necessary. And then we see the Ninja Turtles in New York City, and they're taking on the Foot Clan, and they're beating them, and they're doing this hypothetical game that Mikey started. Like, what would you most appreciate about being human, or something like that? And hair, or or this or that, and Raphael's like, nothing, and they're like, yeah, right, come on, like, you want something, and he's like, no, leave it alone, drop it. And they're like, come on, you wear clothes more than any of us, there has to be something that you want. And then they get Raphael gets his butt kicked by a foot soldier, and he's like shocked by it, he literally gets kicked in their face by this foot soldier. And the guy has long hair, looks very familiar, but no name's given, and he's like, ninjas, vanish, and they leave. And, the Turtles are like, that was weird, that they did it. And Raph is like, being Raph, he's like very broody about this, because he doesn't get beat, right? And then in Angel Grove, they're talking about, Jeannie's saying how, she wished they didn't always have to fight all these monsters all the time, because, she's failed the test, and, because she wasn't prepared, and she can't just tell the teacher, oh, well, I have this, I had, Ranger stuff to do. And you also mentioned about Tommy not being there, and Kimberly goes to Zordon and asks about Tommy, and Zordon's like, we're finding out, we haven't heard from him, and he said he was going to go with his family. There's a family thing. He hasn't morphed yet, but when he does, we'll trace it, and we'll, let you guys know. But until then, you have to trust Tommy. Then we go down to New York, downtown New York, and we see, the foot soldiers meeting, and we see that they're sent out on a patrol, and Tommy's there, and we see Tommy, and he goes out to get something from this tech company. He meets the Rangers, and right away he's like, I'm not going to be able to take all 4 Rangers by myself, so he's like, Dragon Sword, and he morphs, and they're like, whoa, a Power Ranger, and they're like, I thought the Power Rangers was the good guys, and they're fighting him, and then all of a sudden, the rest of the Power Rangers come, and we get Turtle Power, Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, and they start to fight. It's a misunderstanding. They think that the Turtles are monsters sent down by Rita. That's what Tommy also thought, because he calls them a monster too. And there's some back and forth exchanges, and Donatello's like, dude, Donatello asks all these questions, and Billy's like, what are you doing? Like, monsters aren't supposed to be that intelligent. He's like, I'm not a monster. But, they're just still fighting back and forth. They don't care. Kim sees Tommy try to sneak away and tells him, and he says, just trust me, I gotta do this. I'll let you know everything. Raphael gets there, but Kim and Trini take care of him while Tommy escapes. And, Shredder looks out at Tommy, and he says, pretty soon he'll be able to control the Power Rangers, So, it's interesting to see this issue. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. I want to know what Tommy's doing. Is Tommy under an evil spell? Is he being blackmailed or something like that? Is Shredder holding his family or something? Like, that would be really interesting, if, like, maybe Shredder's holding his mom or his dad or his uncle, I'm intrigued by what's going to happen, or maybe the truth about his real parents. Also, I like that this is set right after they return from from Shattered Grid, kind of. Like, it seems like it's set right after that. Because, Kim is teased about her boyfriend, and she's like, he's not my boyfriend, So, it feels like it's sometime right after Shattered Grid, right after everything went down. Because they did say, about Tommy being taken to another parallel dimension, so I think it's like set right after Shattered Grid, which is an interesting time because we have not seen the right after Shattered Grid universe. We went from Day of the Dumpster to just before Green with Evil. Then we went from right after Green in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then we went from in Go-Go Power Rangers. Then we went from after Green with Evil till Shattered Grid, and then we had that big break between that and where we're in season 2. So like we were still in season 1 by the time Mighty Morphin Power Ranger ended, and we still have like more than half a season left. Like we had a whole big chunk of time left that they could explore. So it's interesting that this is taking place sometime in that period. So this would be very much season 1 because they say Rita, not Lois and all. But I thought it was really cool. I thought it was interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming up next. This seems like a really fun issue. I love the way that they got the Turtles' voices. Ryan Parrott has the Turtles' voices, but he also has the Ranger voices, which he should because he writes both books, but both Ranger books. But I really want to see what he does with the Turtles. Like, if IDW ever needs like a Turtle miniseries, call Ryan Parrott up, dude. Like he's got their voice down too. Like I read that and I'm like, this is a really good Turtle. Like he really understands the Turtles, So or maybe Nickelodeon, hello, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sucks kinda. So like if you need a new pitch for an idea, call up Ryan Parrott, get him on the line, be like, can you do some TV writing? I know he has a background in TV, so he can probably help you out with those scripts because the new show is not that good. But yeah, I'm loving this. I'm gonna give it 4 3/4 power bolts and slices of pizza because we have both books here, both people here. So yeah, I thought it was a great book. I say pick it up. And let me know what you guys think about that. And until then, may power protect you, and cowabunga, dude.